I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Joyce Buford. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Oh, I'm doing great.
It's a great
Great to
pleasure
be
to
here.
connect with you. Yeah.
Thanks.
What part of the world are you in right now?
I'm in Tyler, Texas,
All right.
USA.
All right.
Yeah.
And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, I'd say it's probably my love of speaking and coaching and just getting to know people. I love being on the air. I love being in front of people.
Who did you see that being emulated by?
Well, mainly after in my adult life, not when I was a child. I sort of felt like I was in the wrong family, But as I grew up, I became more outward, like the performing side of my character, and so I've just been attracted to those people in learning from them in my adult life.
Ooh, that's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you coach on?
I coach women in transition, primarily rebuilding and empowering them to recover after divorce.
Ooh, you're an interesting woman, are you?
Well, I just want to help transition those people.
Now, is that something that you experienced?
It is. It is. I was in my 50s when I went through divorce, and recovery is a thing that you need. It's really a test, I think. And I love empowering women to realize they've got what it takes to create an awesome life.
Where can someone connect with you who's interested?
I beg your pardon, I didn't. What?
Sure, it's cool. It's my voice. I have no worries. Yeah, it
You
is
have a
my
great
voice.
voice.
Yeah, it's
I
my
like your
accent.
accent.
Okay. Where can someone connect with you who's interested in your services?
Oh, go to JoyceBufordEmpowers.com.
Tell us one other thing, Joyce, that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
I have consistently been training. I am a great student now, wasn't so good in high school, but I love learning. So I have continued to learn for the last 3 years.
Wow, how does that make you feel?
Awful. Awesome. There's something about growing and knowing you're growing your mind and your skills that just empower you. You feel pretty much in control of your life, and it's a wonderful feeling.
So for those out there that have said, hey, I've reached this point, be it over 50, I'm going to stop learning. Why would you suggest to them that they continue to learn or even consider going back into learning more?
Well, we need to continue learning. One, because it keeps our brain functioning very well, but it also adds a lot of depth to who we are. It allows us to reach potentials we never thought we would. And, learning and growing is just part of life. There's not a stopping place. Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people that stop.
When I first saw your name, I immediately remembered a book I read called Half Time by the author Bob Buford.
Yes,
You're familiar with the book?
he was my brother-in-law.
Ooh, wow. Small world.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Bob Buford was my brother-in-law.
Wow, a great book. Like, I
Did you
recommend the
like that
book.
book?
Yeah, it was definitely an amazing book. I recommended it a few times. Did you like it?
I never read it.
Yeah.
Um, I did not read that book. Um, I can't really give you a reason.
It's cool. You didn't need to. Oh, that's wonderful. That's amazing. Wow. All right, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, Joyce, let's switch gears for a moment and let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Joyce, what is your earliest childhood memory?
When I was a little girl, I used to sit and listen to, there was record sets. They were 45s. You probably don't even remember them.
I do.
You do. And they came in colors, yellow and red. It was quite interesting. But there was a series called Cinderella. And we're all familiar with Cinderella as a story that Walt Disney created. And I spent hours listening to those tapes, as many, many, many little girls do. And they sit there and they listen to their prince is coming, their prince is coming, their prince is coming, and he comes. And sometimes life stops when it comes, or sometimes it grows. And anyway, the transition of divorce is never explained in that fairy tale. And so, but I do believe that women grow up with a belief that when we meet our prince, everything continues in a beautiful world. And it's not always that way.
Well, you gave us your earliest childhood memory and you connected the dots. So that's fascinating. Wow. So, how do you move forward? How would you suggest Cinderella's move forward in preparation?
Well, a woman goes out and actually takes charge of her life again. It's very, very important that she knows exactly who she is. So always with working with clients, one of the very important things we spend time on is getting to know herself, getting to appreciate herself again, and love who she is. And so once you can build that base, you give yourself freedom to grow and move into the wonderful person that you are.
That's amazing. Joyce, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Well, Sam Cooke sang a song back then. It was called You Send Me. And so, of course, I was in the romantic stage, in that time of life. But there was also Jailhouse Rock that was full of Elvis Presley and the wonderful sound of Elvis Presley back in that day. So, a lot of great music.
Yeah, you definitely loved music, right?
I did. Music is a very important part of me.
Yeah.
Love music.
All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Joyce?
Yes.
Joyce, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No, not any one person. I want to touch as many lives as I can to make a difference.
Now, you said you're not married. Do you have children?
I do. I have 2 awesome children. I have a son and a daughter.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
TV is kind of a weakness of mine. I do like TV, but I also realize every time I'm sitting there watching it, I'm wasting time because sometimes we can just lose ourselves in that machine.
And what about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 hours or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, no, it's less than 8 hours.
All right. If you, Joyce, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Joyce Buford, what would you say that is?
Oh, wow. What would that statement be? I think it's very important that we live our life to the fullest, capturing everything we can about who we are and what we want to be and where we want to go.
Love it. Hey, Joyce, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Well, this is a very interesting adventure that you're on with your your interviews. I hope you've enjoyed doing it because you're meeting lots of interesting people, I know.
Amazing people. You being
Yeah.
another one.
Well, this was fun, and I'm so glad that I signed up to do it. And so thank you for having me on
You're
your show.
welcome. You're welcome. Joyce Buford, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.